Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Story of Sam and welcome back to a brand new NBA video, and today I'm going to go over why I think this is Ben Simmons' last chance to prove himself as a Philadelphia 76er, and if Ben Simmons does not make major improvements, I do think Ben Simmons will be traded sooner rather than later. But if you guys are brand new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are really trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, guys, and every single brand new sub would be greatly appreciated. And also, guys, make sure to drop a like on today's video. That would be great. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, first, I want to start off this video by talking about the history with the Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid duo and why I think that the coaching staff, the front office, is going to try to break them up if they do not find a lot of success this season. They've been eliminated a couple of times by the Celtics, one time by Toronto. I think the furthest they got was second round, game 7 versus Toronto when Kawhi hit that shot. I don't think they ever got to the Eastern Conference Finals with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. The second round was the furthest they ever got. Now granted, they had some injuries last season when they got swept by Boston in the first round. If they had Ben Simmons healthy and the whole team was healthy, I think they could have made it a series if they were healthy last season in the bubble, but I still think that Boston would have won in 6 or 7 games. And this is the final season. They brought in a brand new coach in Doc Rivers. I think they really want to change things up, and if they do not make it, I think if the Sixers do not make a conference finals appearance or like really impressive, like lose to a great team and like really show signs of Ben Simmons improving, I think Ben Simmons will be traded, just because they've had this Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid duo for a long time. There's been a lot of rumblings of, can Joel Embiid play with Ben Simmons? How does their fit? Can Ben Simmons have a jump shot? How can Joel Embiid lead the team? And overall, I just think that Ben Simmons isn't a great player to play with Joel Embiid. Obviously, the fit isn't that great. Of course, Joel Embiid being a great post player, one of the best like inside centers in the NBA. And with Ben Simmons, his jump shooting just being awful, he can't space the floor out. It's constantly a liability in late games. I just think that it really takes away from some of Joel Embiid's game down low when Ben Simmons constantly cannot space the floor. Now, I will say this season, Ben Simmons, right now, for this current season, he has attempted like 2 3-pointers. I think he's made like one of them. But either way, though, he hasn't shown major improvement on the offensive end. He's still pretty passive. Like Ben Simmons, his best quality as an offensive player is his attacking, like his finishing. But still, if you just watch the games, he's not really that aggressive. Like, usually just drives to the rim, jumps in the air, then makes a pass back to the 3-point line. He's not actually driving to score. Like 90% of the time, he's always trying to jump, drive to the rim, and find an open teammate. Of course, passing the ball and getting your teammates involved isn't a bad thing at all, but I would like to see in like bigger games, like Ben Simmons drop 30 points. Like, when's the last time Ben Simmons has had a 25 or 30-point game? I cannot remember it, and if so, most of those points are probably not coming in the late stretches of the game. Of course, having a player like Ben Simmons is really good for defense and like running the break, but when it comes to the late fourth quarter situations, you need a basket and a stop. Of course, Ben Simmons can get you that stop, but when it comes to putting the ball in the basket, I don't really think he is that guy. Like, he is not a player you want to give the ball in crunch time. And of course, Ben Simmons is a huge liability in crunch time when he can't shoot free throws and he always has the ball in his hand. I think Joel Embiid definitely a much better clutch player. Joel Embiid's proven he's one of the best like clutch players in the league, and I just think that Ben Simmons is taking away from what he can do. I mentioned Ben Simmons' 3-point shooting, but it's not just about him not shooting 3-pointers. He doesn't shoot the ball at all. No mid-range shots, no 3-point shots, can't shoot free throws. Like, Ben Simmons doesn't attempt to become a better shooter. You see him a little bit like shooting in pregame, shooting with Dwight Howard after the games, but when it comes to the actual game, cool, he shot 1 3-pointer in 1 game, but it's like his 4th season in the NBA. By now, he should have a decent jump shot, or at least attempt more jump shots, and have the defense respect him a little bit more, but it still hasn't happened. And also, we have the James Harden rumors. Will Ben be traded for James Harden? I don't think so right now, just because Daryl Morey, of course the new GM, Doc Rivers, they want to give it a go this season with Ben Simmons. They want to give it one more shot with their current team, in my opinion. Of course, as I said, if Ben Simmons does not show any improvement, if the Sixers do not make a conference finals appearance, or even if they do, if they get like swept off the floor, I think Ben Simmons will be traded. This year, probably not, but next year, maybe a James Harden for Ben Simmons trade. That could be really interesting, just because James Harden has 3 more years on his contract. The Rockets aren't obligated to trade him right now. They could hold on to him for a little bit more and wait it out. So a James Harden for Ben Simmons trade next season is definitely not off the table, and something I definitely could see happening if everything aligns correctly. The Eastern Conference this year is a little bit better than it has been in previous years. You have the Celtics, the Bucks, the Nets, the Miami Heat, all those great teams. I really think Ben Simmons needs to step up, get a jump shot, become better offensively all around, improve his game a lot more if they want to have a chance against any of those teams in the East. And I definitely think that Joel Embiid should stay. A lot of times people like to talk about who should stay, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, who's better for the future. And even though Joel Embiid gets hurt a lot more than Ben Simmons does, I still think Joel Embiid should be the guy they are building around. They're both pretty young players, and even though a lot of people say you shouldn't build around a center in the current NBA, Ben Simmons is a point guard, and usually people like to build around point guards, but Ben Simmons is nowhere near like a current like sharpshooting NBA point guard, shot creating point guard. He is definitely not that either, so I don't think Ben Simmons like is a great like piece to build around for winning a championship right now with his current skill set. Of course, Ben Simmons could still improve a lot, but my question is, why hasn't he done it already? Why is he not taking any jump shots? It doesn't seem like he's making an effort to improve on the offensive end. So yeah, I definitely feel if the 76ers want to break up the team after this season, I think trading Joel Embiid would not be the way to go, and trading Ben Simmons is definitely a better option. I think he has a little bit more trade value as well, because some teams might think they can get a jump shot out of him, but I don't really know. And I think that Ben Simmons would definitely be a better player to trade to get a nice point guard, ball handler, sharpshooter around Joel Embiid that can really play with Joel Embiid in the pick and roll. A player like Devin Booker would be great for the 76ers, a great ball handler, someone that can have the ball in the fourth quarter late in the game, someone that can shoot the ball really well, great pick and roll with Joel Embiid. Of course, I'm not saying Devin Booker is a realistic option, I'm just saying a player of Devin Booker's skill set is someone I think that should be paired with Joel Embiid in order to help form the Sixers team to win a championship. And also, the brand new GM Daryl Morey has proven time and time again he doesn't want to wait to make things happen. He wants to act on things as soon as possible. He's not going to wait if he knows Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons aren't going to work out. He's going to trade one of them pretty early on, I think, if this season does not go according to plan. And Daryl Morey is definitely not afraid to make some big moves. Of course, last year on the Rockets when he was their general manager, he traded away Clint Capella, committed to super small ball, and got Robert Covington in replace, and played PJ Tucker and Robert Covington at center. That is something that has not been done before. Obviously, like the Golden State Warriors did it with like Draymond Green, but of course, playing Robert Covington and PJ Tucker at center is a lot different than playing Draymond Green at center. So Daryl Morey is definitely not going to be afraid to make a big time trade or a big move in the offseason. And in my opinion, this is Ben Simmons' last chance to prove himself as a Philadelphia 76er if he wants to avoid being traded. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. And also make sure to drop a like on today's video, that would help me out a ton. Make sure to drop a comment down below on anything else NBA related I should talk about. And if you guys do want to watch more of my NBA or NBA 2K21 videos, I'm going to leave an end screen right when this video finishes to 2 of my previous NBA or 2K21 videos that I think you guys would really enjoy. So have a great rest of your day, guys. It's been Story of Sam, and I'm out. Peace.